Okay, let's make sure that I'm live on YouTube. So my batteries are going dead. And my little mouse, so it's having to do everything by hand. Okay, so here we are. Greetings and welcome to Spiritual Magic Journey. This is your second Oracle card reading for February 25th through March the 3rd with Crystal Wind Oracle deck. Guys, what is going on? I wanted to do these readings early. I don't know where you are, but it has been raining here for like days upon days upon days. Finally got a sunny day. Me and Tristan went in the woods, walked in the woods for a little bit today, and the wind is so strong. It's like 40 miles an hour here, even though it's not really, really cold. The wind was so strong that it knocked out the power earlier today. So I was like, I better get these readings done early, just in case the electricity goes off again. But it didn't stay off long. It stayed off maybe 20 minutes. So we're using the Crystal Wind Oracle deck. This is our second live reading. Guys, I will be going live tomorrow night on Facebook to answer any of your questions that you have during free readings. It will be after 8 on the Facebook page, Spiritual Magic Journey. So what messages, anything that wants to come through, Spirit wants to talk about. I'll be picking the 3 cards. We're already transitioning out of February into March. Wow. Time is flying by. Okay. Make sure you go over to, this is deck is by Antonio de Liberato and artwork by Lisa Iris. Make sure you go by, look at their website. It's in the description box below. Tons of information. Got posted something from their Facebook. Go follow them on Facebook. Crystal Wind. On my Facebook page too. So let's check out 3 cards here. I'm in the same room, in the spirit room, but at my bigger altar table, and it's different location. I gotta get, it feels like a different location, but it's not. It is, but it's not. And I've got to get used to it. So I've got more room over here than I did where I was set up at. Okay, so we got our 1, 2, 3 cards here. Take a deep breath, relax. Let your intuition be your guide. Choose a card or listen to all 3 messages, guys. Something positive, good will come out to help you. I guarantee you will resonate with something in these cards. So let's see what's going on. Card number 1. Kali, the dark mother to which all things must return. And we definitely had that card last week, if I'm not mistaken. She is the protector. I see somebody needs to hear this again. So let's see what Kali. Give me a second to find it. These aren't numbered. The cycles of life. It's a beautiful card. The dark mother to which all things must return. Kali is one of the most well-known and worshipped Hindu goddesses. The name Kali is derived from the Hindu word that means time, and that also means black. Kali in Hinduism is a manifestation of the Divine Mother, which represents the female principle. Frequently, those not comprehending her many roles in the life of Kali, the goddess of destruction. She destroys only to recreate, and what she destroys is sin, ignorance, and decay. She's equated with the eternal night in the transcendent power of time and is the consort of the god Shiva. So the expanded meaning here is any illusions you may have about is about to be dispelled. You deeply appreciate life, understanding the transience of all things. You see things from a perspective of eternity. This is a very powerful card and will push you to make choices that could dismantle your current path and set you on the task of creating a new one that will lead to a great new love and joy. Be careful what you wish for. You will get exactly what you want. Are you ready? The question is, are you ready? Kali is here to start that new cycle of life, and what she destroys is sin. And destruction and decay and ignorance too. So there's some illusions, guys. Your head is still, you're not seeing the truth. This card has popped up again. So it's going to push you. You're not wanting to make the choices. You don't want to make the necessary choices for you to let me see, to better yourself, expand your consciousness, expand your growth, whatever it is that you're not going to, because you want to stay in the confinement of your what you're doing now because it's comfortable. Even though you're not happy, it's not what you want to do. You want to do something, but you're a little afraid to take that first step. I will go ahead and tell you, you better take that first step, or Kali is coming to knock it all down, the illusion. Whatever it is that you are having an illusion about, which that is not true. That is not right. It's gonna come down, so truth can prevail, so light can prevail, so you can expand your consciousness, your awareness, so you can get on the path that you are meant to be on. Whether it's with relationships, and this, if you hear Tristan, that's Tristan down below. This could be relationships with your job, or your path you're on. There's about to be a change. It could set you on a brand new path, one that you never thought you'd be on. You know how little things can happen like that. So be mindful. Is there something that you're not wanting to see? So a lot of people don't want to see the truth. They rather see the illusion and the lies that lay before them. So open your eyes. Things are about to change for you, most definitely. Nocturne, a parting of ways. It's a brand new card. Never had that one before. Nocturne, a parting of ways. Let's see what the book has to say about this card. A parting of ways. Farewell. Myths and folklores the world over are replete with the swan goddess, or with gliding, shape-shifting maidens placed under a spell. Many of these legends touch on the themes of transmigration and impermanence, including swans as winged souls who follow the stars to the afterlife. So what is the meaning of this card? A time for goodbye and the art of letting go. Accept life cycles of beginnings and endings, of leaving, talking, and reunion. Release your past regrets and future fears. Let the young spread their wings and the departed continue their journey. This card also indicates the moonlit waters of memory. The past resurfaces as a loved one returns to your thoughts as a cherished dream. Wow. So some of you are going to be departing ways. I say departing with the illusions. You have to accept life cycles. There's a beginning and an end here in this dream that we're in, even though, we know that the soul lives on. So, some of you may be saying farewell to your partnerships, farewell to the illusions, farewell to your jobs. It's time for a new cycle. Farewell to your children because they may be going off to college. You got to let them spread their wings and go. And you got to release the past, and you got to release the fears of the future. You got to release all that. You got to let that go. This book also talks about resurfacing of a loved one. I don't know if I don't know if this loved one is going to resurface in your life. They could, or just could be a thought of a loved one that comes, back into your memory. And it's like a cherished dream for you. So you've got to let the past go. You don't live in the past. You need to be in the present moment for those that are living in the past and for those that are worried and scared about the future. You always live in the present moment. You can't do nothing about the future, and there's nothing you can change about the past. So why do you confine yourself there and, resurface those things about the past? Maybe it's regret. Ask your team to come in and help you release that. If you need help releasing that, some people need help releasing the past. They need to go through the emotions, but you need to cut the cords. If you have to cut the cords, do it. Ask your team to come in, step in and help you. Ask your team to help you not to worry about the future. Ask your team to help you live in the present moment, the now. What is happening now? That's where you need to be. So some of you are going to be parting ways with maybe an old behavior, a past behavior. I don't know if it's going to be with a relationship, with a job. Again, with your kids, let them grow up and spread their wings. Whatever is no longer serving you. This is not a bad card. This nocturne card is not bad. It's something that, if it's if it's behavior, or just thinking about the past or behavior patterns. It's time to part ways with something that is no longer serving you in your life. That is just the bottom line of it. That's what they said. That's just the bottom line of it. Druid. Druid looks after the forest and takes care of the trees. That's just a goddess. We've never had Druid before. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I hope. I will look this up and see what the book has to say about Druid. Could be Dryad, but I'm thinking Druid. Just respect Mother Nature. Oh, I do. I love you, Mother Nature. Druids look after the forest and keep an eye on the health of the trees. So, the Druid is a wood myth. Oh, okay. An animating spirit of a tree. Druids were free to merge, dance to the pipes of Pan. Capricorns, we know about Pan, don't we? And participate in the affairs of the gods and men. Yet their lives were an inextricable link to the trees they inhabited. In the Greek myth, to carelessly injure a tree was a serious offense. Before a tree could be cut down, prayers and offerings were made to the Druids. As the Druid was connected to our home, so are we. So are we. So we are inseparable from our environment. The Druid represents the environment as the living entity. As the Greeks offered prayers to the trees, we must first consult with nature so that we do not injure her or take unfair advantage of her gifts. And we know what's going on in the world today and what's happening to Mother Gaia. So the expanding meaning here is you are becoming more aware of the interconnectedness of all life, respecting nature as you would yourself. You're being guided to ground in reality and be considerate of other forms of life. You would benefit from grassroots activities such as planting trees, neighborhood cleanups, and learning more about ecology and sustainability. It's time for you to connect to nature. It's time for you to protect Mother Gaia. It's time for you to step up and do your work. For those that love Mother Gaia and came here to help Mother Gaia, it's time for you to get out in nature. It's time for you to talk to the grass. Yes, talk to the grass, talk to the trees, talk to the leaves, talk to the dirt. It's all living. It's all energy. It's all interconnected. It's time for you to ask, what can you do? Time for you to learn what it is that you can do. Whether you want to go into ecology and go into that type of study, I don't know. But what can you do? You can recycle. You can plant trees. You can plant gardens. You can send healing energy to Mother Gaia. You can tell Mother Gaia how much you love her and appreciate her and respect her. And for we tread softly upon her. Yes, you can. That helps heal Mother Gaia. You can get out and get grounded with Mother Gaia and with the, Mother Nature and the earth and, the trees and all that. There's a lot of things you can do. Have a conversation with a tree. And you can't go out and telling people that many something like that think you're a nut, but you can. Trees can communicate. Everything can communicate if you're listening. If you're listening and you're willing and you're ready to communicate with all things. All things are if you believe all things are connected, then there should be no doubt in your mind that you can communicate with a tree. Should be no doubt. No doubt if you think we're all one and we're all interconnected. So what is it that you can do to help Mother Nature and take care of this planet and the trees and earth? Maybe you want to learn more how you can do. What can you do? Do a search on Google. What more recycling can you do? Ask yourself that. Okay, guys, like I said, this is the second reading for tonight on your weekly Oracle card reading. I will be on Facebook tomorrow night after 8 to do free readings. So I hope to see you guys there after 8. Love each and every one of you. Hope this helps you in your journey through life. Blessings, my friends, and namaste.